So here also they should be joined with a straight line 1, 2, 3 and 4. And this is the true shape of given section. Whenever we draw true shape of the section, here also it's needed that we should draw section lines like this, or hatching line of in the given true shape. Whenever we draw this section line, we should take care about the angle. These section lines should make an angle of 45 degree with this reference line or this cutting plane line, not XY line. Whenever we had drawn section line over here, these section lines made an angle of 45 degree with XY line, but here these section lines should make an angle of 45 degree with this reference line, which makes an angle of 30 degree with XY line. So this is true shape. We can write here it's a true shape of given section. So this is question number 1b, final answer, true shape of given section. This is front view. We can write here name of this view, front view, and this is top view. I hope it would be clear to you how to draw this problem. Now in this problem we should take care about one thing. 7 marks are there, so 3 plus 2 plus 2 would be distribution. In 2 marks you need to insert the dimensions, you need to name the points, you need to draw center line, full line, axis and section line at respective edges. And in this drawing here we had changed the scale. Scale 1:2 is taken, so it should be written at the below of this figure that scale is changed, that is taken as 2:1. It should be written. Whenever we change any scale, the actual dimension should be written. Why? Because if we take our photograph, in photograph our height is say 10 centimeter. What will we write nearby photograph? Our height is 10 centimeter or actual 5 foot or 6 foot. Similarly here actual dimension should be written, 60 should be written, 30 should not be written, or 120. If we measure this, it would be 120, but we should not write 120 over here. In this drawing also, after drawing this figure, we should lighten these lines which we drawn for taking projections. It should be much lighter, it should not be darker, because that is not our answer. Even it should not be fully erased, it should be shown lightly like this. Light line should be visible to us. So that is question number 1b. Now we proceed further for question number 2b, 2a. First question we have finished. Now question number 2a. In question number 2a, it is given that draw the development of cone cut as shown in figure. A cone is given in figure and it is cut as shown here, 20 mm from its base at a height of 20 mm. Again at a height of 20 mm, a point is there on its center line, and from that center line a line is drawn at an angle of 60 degree, and we have to cut this cone in this shape, and after cutting this shape we have to develop this cone. So how to draw development of such kind of problem? So for that we know, in case of cone we need to find out the angle covered by the developed portion. So here angle covered by this developed portion, the equation is known to us. That equation is equal to theta is equal to 360 degree into radius upon length of the slant edge. In this figure, here in this figure, radius of this cone is this is the radius, and length of slant edge is this. Height is 80 mm, so length of slant edge would be somewhat higher than this height. Now to draw this problem, let me discuss this problem like this. In this problem, this is given data. A cone is given. Cone is a circular shape. So draw a circle of given dimension. Here circle is given, and in question paper the diameter dimension was not mentioned, so we taken it as a 40 mm. So draw a circle with that radius like this, of given dimension. After drawing this circle, take projections, say draw center lines would appear like this. Small dash. Here whenever we draw center line of any circle, we should take care about this thing. A small dash should be at the intersectional point like this. Whenever we draw the center line, here we start from the center, small dash, then big dash, small dash, like this. This is a standard notation to draw center line of any circle. After drawing the center line, let me discuss about its front view. Here also draw center line like this, center line of given solid, and height is given to us, and this shape is given to us. This is the shape of cut section. Angle is 60 degree, this height is 20 mm, and this height is also 20 mm, and at height of 20 mm a horizontal cut is made. This is given data. We can name the points. We start from here. So this is point number A, here is point number B, here is point number C, here is point number D. A, B, C, D, 4 points are there, and this is a circle. I hope it's visible to you. It's a circle. After drawing this circle, we have to find out the angle covered by the developed portion of this cone. So here we name these points from A. This is point A dash, here is point B dash, here is point C dash, and here is point D dash. A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Here is O dash, and here this dimension is given to us. This height is 20 mm, this height is 20 mm, and this angle is 60 degree. It is given in the data. Now first step is to find out angle theta. We know angle theta is equal to, the equation is like this: theta is equal to 360 degree into radius of the circle upon length of the slant edge. Here radius of the circle is known to us, that is 40 mm. So this is equal to 360 degree into 40 mm upon length of the slant edge. We need to measure this length. In this diagram it comes out to be equal to 90 mm. So mention here 90 mm, and angle theta comes out to be equal to 90, 360, 40, 40 into 4, 160 degree. So angle theta which will be covered when you open this cone would be equal to 160 degree. So now with this edge we start from opening this cone from O dash A dash. So from this edge O dash A dash, let me take first line. At this, with this line, draw a line which makes an angle of 360 degree with this. So put it over here. Here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 90 up to 160. So point is somewhere here. So from this O dash, draw this angle like this. So this angle, total angle is, this is 360 degree. That is first step to draw development of, 160 degree. Development of any cone, this is the first step to draw angle theta. If you just draw this angle, even examiner may put few marks for this exercise, because it's very important in this case. Now we open this cone from this edge, from O dash A dash. We are opening from A, so take O dash A dash as the radius and draw an arc like this up to 160 degree angle like this. So draw this arc 160 degree, and this is the portion which you have developed. Now to find out each point on this arc, the circle is divided into 4 equal parts, A, B, C, D. Similarly divide this arc into 4 equal parts. Total angle is 160 degree. So put it over here. Divide into 4 equal parts, means 40, 80, 40 plus 40, 80 plus 40, 120, right? And draw lines like this. So here lines would appear like this. This is one line, this is another line, and this is third line. So we have divided this angle 160 degree into 4 equal parts, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And here first portion is this A, B, AB, then BC up to here, then CD and again back to A, ABCDA. If this cone is not cut over here, then this arc would be the development of given cone, but it is cut over here. So how to locate these cut points on this arc? So for that, let me take first point over here. This is first point, which is the intersection of the cutting plane and this cone edge O dash A dash. O dash A dash is the imaginary generator drawn over cone. So to locate this point, it is on OA. So this is the first point over here. Second point is here. This point is on OB. You can see here on OB. So from here, draw a projection line like this. It is a horizontal line up to true length of this cone generator. From here, it cuts O dash A dash at one point somewhere here, right? Now from O dash to this point, take this as a radius, draw an arc, and this arc will cut OB at one point somewhere here. So name these points. Say point number 2. Here is point number 1. Here is point number 2. So 1, 2. Now point number 3 is here. Here is point number 2. Here is point number 3. Here is point number 1. Point number 3 is on OB. So here again draw horizontal line from point 3 like this. That will cut this generator at some point, and from this point draw an arc taking O dash as a center, this as a radius, draw an arc, and that arc will cut OB at this point. So this is point number 3 somewhere here. Similarly point number 4 would be here on C, because point number 4 is here. This is point number 4 or 4 dash as it's a front view. From here draw horizontal line, or you can directly measure this distance O dash to 4 dash and put it over here, cut over here. This is point number 4. Again point number 5, because here 2 points are there, one is to the back side, 5 dash, 6 dash, here 5 and back to 1 over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1. And these points 3, 4, 5 should be joined with the arc taking O dash as a center like this. And 2, 3 should be joined with a straight line, because it is cut with a straight line like this. Now what's about this arc joining 1 and 2 and 1 and 5? To join these 2 points, we can take imaginary generator over this cone by dividing these AB and AD into 2 equal parts. Let me divide AB into 2 equal parts like this and AD into 2 equal parts like this. So 2 points are here on this cone, 1 and 2. From these 2 points, draw vertical line over here like this and draw this imaginary generator. This is imaginary generator. Join O dash with this line like this. We can draw imaginary generator like this. Now this imaginary generator cuts this cutting plane over here. This is the point. Now we have to locate this point on these edges. So for that, draw horizontal line from this point, and from that draw an arc taking O dash as a center. From here, this arc should be drawn like this, and that arc will cut midpoint of this AB is somewhere here, because we have divided this AB into 2 equal parts. 45 degree angle is there, so divide this angle into 2 equal parts, draw this imaginary generator, and here the point of intersection would be there, and join these points with a smooth curve. So this would be the final shape of given cut section like this. So this is, and again here straight line would be there, here also straight line is there, and this is the final developed portion of given problem. This is an arc. The portion which is covered with this blue colored pen is the answer of our problem, this one. So whenever we cut this cone, this portion like C shape, reverse C shape would appear as a development. This is question number 2a. It is compulsory to write this calculation in such kind of drawings. You need to mention the dimensions like this, 580 or 540, whatever dimension is given to us, height is given to us, that should be mentioned in the diagram, and the lines which are not necessary, they should be trimmed out, they should be erased. The same problem is drawn over here like this. You can see here, if you draw this problem like this, it would be very difficult for any examiner to cut a single mark from your question paper. Here also this line should be erased, one angle should be counted. So again we finish our today's presentation. So we have discussed about two questions, question number 1 and 2, 14 plus 14, 28 marks has been covered. And whenever you draw any drawing, you should take care about time limit also, because in a drawing you will forget about time. We draw lines, points and all this, so we forget about when we should finish our drawing. I am wishing you all the best for the exam, and we will proceed further in the next session about for more questions of this question paper. Thank you. Thanks to all.